Right, I think we're live. Alright, greetings, brothers. I'm Interrogator Rosarios, Attaché to Milady Inquisitor Markham of the Order Veticus, and welcome to Looking Cute While Gaming. I'm coming at you live from the grim dark future, currently broadcasting from the High World of Virago. The theme for the stream is Course of Mental Hope by the venerable liturgist Adam Bell. We won't be hearing that today because we'll mostly be listening to some game audio brought to you by the game we're playing today, which is Tales of Iron. We've been playing this game for a few weeks now. It's quite fun. But yeah, we'll be continuing on. We're kind of doing some side missions, and last time I was here, I was fighting this really annoying mole man in a Iron Man suit, pretty much. So yeah, we're gonna continue on that journey. Hopefully you guys enjoy the game. Alright, looks like so far so good.
The Grub Buster armor was Molekind's ingenious defense against even the most vicious
Now this guy is
grub
very
bites.
tricky. I'm hoping I can actually do some damage. Okay, yeah, off to a bad start. But we can do this.
The Grub Buster armor was Molekind's ingenious defense against even the most vicious grub bites. Reggie now would stand up to the sword.
Okay. Doing good. Alright, hold on. We can do this. We can do this.
The Grubbuster armor was Molekind's ingenious defense against even the most vicious grub bites. Reggie wanted now would stand up to his sword.
Oof, I didn't mean to do that. Nope. Hey, Shadow Revan, thank you very much for the donation. How you doing? Or should I say for the subscription? Long time no see, how you been?
The Grubbuster armor was Molekind's ingenious
Busy with work. Oh, I
defense
totally
against
get
even
that.
the most vicious grub bites. Reggie wanted now would stand up to his
Hopefully the man in the bag kind of busy. Alright, Shadowrun says, sneaking in to watch for a few minutes. Okay, hey. Hope you enjoy the stream then. This has been a pretty tricky fight so far, but I think it's doable. I've gotten him to his third stage, so hopefully today we can knock this one out. Fighting a mole Iron Man pretty much. Ooh, I walked right into that one. Ooh, you dirty bastard. Ooh, got him to the third one again. So I am getting there.
The Grubbuster armor was Molekind's ingenious defense against even the most vicious grub bites. Reggie wanted now would stand up to his
Yeah, it was a close one. I got stupid there. And there. 78 Rules saying, "Whoa, Rosario, how you doing, 78 Rules? Have a good week so far? I mean, I've only been, what, a day or so? But everything going on? Right now, really, I'm really getting into this fight, so hopefully I can beat him this one." Oof, so much for that. Shadow Robin says, "Are there healing potions?" Yes, there are. That little yellow circle on the upper left is my heat potion. I gotta chug it, so it's sort of, I gotta leave it pressed in order to get fully healed. And it takes a little bit of a while to heal up.
The Grubbuster armor was Molkine's ingenious.
Sorry, says, "I'm exhausted. How are you?" I'm a little tired too, you know. It's been a long day, a lot of running around trying to knock some flat dead. But it was a good day. Ooh, this has just not been a good run. Okay, we're gonna have to try this again. Come on. I don't waste any more of that time. Let's go. Next, reroll.
The Grubbuster armor was Molkine's ingenious defense against even the most vicious grub bites. Reggie now would stand up to his sword.
Nope. I should never roll in front of me. Oh, come on. Okay, yeah. That wasn't a good roll. Oh, come on, we can do this, we can do this.
The Grubbuster armor was Molkine's ingenious defense against even the most vicious grub bites. Reggie now would stand up to his sword.
I shouldn't have got cocky. No, it's just not rolling well. Nope, that's... Ugh. I had him, come on! We can get there again. We can get back to the third stage. Come on, we can do it.
The Grubbuster armor was Molkine's ingenious defense against even the most vicious grub bites. Reggie now would stand up to his sword.
Around saying, "You got this. Thank you for believing me." Ah, come on. Ah, fuck. Ah, I shouldn't have done that. Why is this guy so tricky?
The grub buster armor was Molekind's ingenious defense against even the most vicious grub bites. Reggie wondered how it would stand up to his sword.
What the? Come on! Okay, I think I'm done. We can do this, come on. Don't get tilted, don't get tilted. Relax, relax, relax.
The grub buster armor was Molekind's ingenious defense against even the most vicious grub bites. Reggie wondered how it would stand up to his sword.
You have his gimmick. Just forget it. We got him to the second stage at least, so we're not doing terrible.
The grub buster armor was Molekind's ingenious defense against even the most vicious grub bites. Reggie wondered how it would stand up to his sword.
Shouldn't have gone that far. Oh, come on!
The grub buster armor was Molekind's ingenious defense against even the most vicious grub bites. Reggie wondered how it would stand up to his sword.
Oh, come on. You. Ah.
The Grub Buster armor was Molekind's ingenious defense against even the most vicious grub bites. Reggie wondered how it would stand up to his soul.
Yes, Shadow Rose says closest yet. Yeah, it's definitely the closest. Got him! Yes!
The power of the Grub Buster suit didn't stand a chance against King Demolition and his trusty sword. Reggie wondered if the moles would make him a full Buster suit.
Whew, that was a rough one. Yeah, Shadow River says victory! Yes, victory! We defeated the Grub Buster in the Mall Town Arena. And this sword does not seem to be better than the one I currently have. As much as I like the look of it, yeah, maybe it's better to store it. But no, that's also not that much better. And that's not much better either. I just waste too much. Yeah, none of this seems to be really worth. Well, maybe the armor. The armor seems to be pretty good. It weighs a lot more, but it's pretty good. And Shadow Robin says, you could be Iron Skaven. Yeah, pretty much. That's what that guy was. That mole was quite a tough customer. Though we might have to switch it out again because I think we have another mole fight going. And the thing with this game is that certain armors are better against certain enemies. So this armor is really good against grubs, but not very good against moment. So I gotta find armor that's actually good against moment. Especially for the next fight. I feel like there was another armor that I have that's good against moment. It wasn't this one. I had it on earlier, but now I'm drawing a blank on what it is. Is that the only armor I have that's good against moles? I guess it is. Alright, this is the next one. This is Wild Wave, a selection of creatures from the wilds. Any victor would be a true champion of the arena. Okay, so it looks like there's some grubs there and some undead rats. So maybe I should switch back to that mole armor that I just got. Was it medium? I guess it was. Alright, kind of looking like something out of Gears of War with that get up there. Shadow Robin says, I have to head out, but you've got this. Hey, thank you for the bits. Really appreciate it. And thank you for coming. Definitely, I really appreciate your viewership. Okay, yeah, I think this is gonna be the getup. We're looking pretty hardy.
This would be a true challenge, unleashing wave upon wave of foes on Reggie. He hoped he had the iron to go the distance.
Oh, I should have healed. Nice. I'm an idiot. I should have there before doing anything else. I should have healed. Alright, let's stock up on some bug juice and make it so that we're ready for this fight.
This would be a true challenge, unleashing wave upon wave of foes on Reggie. He hoped he had the iron to go the distance.
These guys. It always takes them a while to get to the... They hit hard. Oh, come on. That wasn't that bad.
This would be a true challenge, unleashing wave upon wave of foes on Reggie. He hoped he had the iron to go the distance.
Now we gotta wait for the slowpoke zombies to about it. Oh, come on! That was some bull. He just
This
kept
would be a
stunning
true
me there.
challenge, unleashing wave upon wave of foes on Reggie. He hopes he had the iron to go the distance.
This guy being so tricky. Ah, come on. Oh, so close.
This would be a true challenge, unleashing wave upon wave of foes on Reggie. He hoped he had the iron to go the distance. Exhausted, Reggie stood
Got
over
him!
his defeated foes. He had truly earned his status as a legend of Mole Town. He wondered if he preferred glory to duty.
Alright, completed all quests on the board. Nice. Okay, so I think we are done. I'm gonna check some boards, see if there's any other missions, but I think we're about done with missions in this area, and I think we're finally gonna move on to the squirrel area. Let's see if the rangers got any missions for me. No missions there. Let's check the frog village, see if there's anything going on there. There doesn't seem to be anything going on. Okay, so those guys are still there. Seven-year-old says good night. Hey, good night to you, seven-year-old. Sleep well, okay? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's really much going on here. Those guys popped up, but I mean, Yeah, I guess that was a pointless endeavor. Let's check out the Longtail Village, and again, if there's nothing to do here, then it's off to Squirrelville. Yep, nothing on the board. So yeah, I think we are good to head out over there. I just realized that for the reason my avatar is down. There we go. I don't know what happened there. That's pretty weird. Okay, continuing on. As much as I like this armor and I like looking like I'm straight out of Gears of War, as an armor I prefer way more than this one. And it's this one. Let's put on the right helmet. I figure we're gonna fight all kinds of different enemies, so maybe not worry too much about grubs. But I could be wrong. That's barely any noticeable weight.
Reggie was greeted by the squirrel guide Zazu at the forest edge. She'd been sent to show the king the way to the festival, a secret path known only by squirrel folk.
Wow, really? All that defense? Sure, I'll try it on. We'll store that one.
The forest was not at all what the young king expected. He'd heard the bright fir's golden leaves bathed the entire forest in light. There'd been no mention of these giant mushrooms that made the air heavy with spores.
Okay, so I guess I gotta go up. Yeah, cool.
The bright fir's golden light fell on the forest clearing and caravans like an enchantment. The mood, though, was not festive, but worried.
What's worrying the little squirrels?
Zazu, embarrassed, explained the reason they asked the brave young king here was to plead for his help. The squirrel elder and a priest of the bright fir journeyed to the abandoned glimmer mines to harvest bright moss, and had not returned.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to find that person.
With the golden light of the camp behind him, Reggie headed back out into the gloom in search of the mines.
What if I look at there was like some kind of like shop or something there? I guess it's not open to me yet.
Signs were not promising. Outside the glimmer mines were vicious beetles. What had driven them from their cave home? The squirrel folk were in more danger than they knew.
They almost look like some kind of turkey insect. Hey, I'll go back to wearing this. As much defense as it gives me, I feel like I'm at that point where I can forgo a little bit of safety for rule of cool. Especially with all the weapons I got. I guess I can't go there either. Hey, secret area. The new bow, but it weighs less, but does a lot less damage. Yeah. We got J-Ray saying hello. How's it going, J-Ray? Have a good evening. What you been up to?
Walking cane
Working all day?
Abandoned. If he didn't have it, Reggie wondered, how did he carry himself from this place?
You keep getting me mid-swing. That was kind of annoying. Jerry says, ran errands, nothing interesting. Yeah, sometimes errands are good enough for the day. And Jerry also says, almost done with my Chaos Dreadnoughts and Terminus. Nice.
The rocks of the Glimmer Mines glowed with a blue light unlike anything Reggie had ever seen. Reggie wondered what the moles would make of this place. The Squirrel Elder's lifeless body lay
Oh, there's
on the
that squirrel we've been looking for.
The priest at his side. Before Reggie could approach, he found out why they were trapped here. This was the nest of the beetle.
He's a fast one. Ah, this tricky bastard got me good. Alright. He's not that hard, he's just fast.
The priest at his side. Before Reggie could approach, he found out why they were trapped here. This was the nest of the beetle.
He always gets me good with that one. Check out him.
The Beetle Queen in her glimmering grave. Reggie approached the still body of the Squirrel Elder. The Squirrel Elder rose with a yelp. He'd been in trance from the ritual smoking of extra potent bright moss. Unaware, he almost became the Beetle Queen's snack. Thanking Reggie for the rescue, they headed back to begin the festival.
None of this stuff seems all that worth it. Ah, that art was pretty good. I guess we'll wear that. But yeah, J-Ray, you're gonna have to show me pictures of when you're done with the dreadnoughts. It's a pretty funny looking helmet, that's for sure. But I think I will stick with that crown. It's probably my favorite crown. Now I feel like it works as armor. Works well with this armor. Ah, okay, so it's a new shield. So it says, I'll send them to you. Sure, the glow on the Dreadnought's gun is killing me though. Yeah, sometimes glow doesn't quite work the way you like it to. I feel like when you're doing a glow on, like I'm guessing you mean like a plasma gun of some kind? For the way you're doing plasma guns, you kind of have to go from light to dark as opposed to from dark to light. Yeah, go ahead and check out the... If not one of my streams, the one where I paid Village the Curseling, or where I paid the Mechanicus Inquisitor, you could always check out some stuff by Pete the Warrant Gamer. He does some really good tutorials. But you want the inner parts of the plasma to be white. Well, the closer and closer you get to the surface, you want it dark. But it's tricky, it doesn't always come out quite right. Well, yeah, that's where you have to kind of like gauge it, see how it looks. Maybe on the right way? Yeah, I've got the right way.
This market stall sells all sorts of quality goods. A few coins spent here would spruce up the Crimson Keep nicely.
I might as well buy all this stuff. I got all this money that I haven't spent.
The Squirrel Elder back at the Bright Fir, with a tankard of bright sap in his palm, the festival of Leaf's Fall would finally begin. No sooner had the Elder raised his cup into the air to begin his opening speech, came the clattering of
we're in trouble.
and smashing of glass. To everyone's horror, a drunken squirrel had knocked over the table with the bright sap. The festival of Leaf's Fall could not continue without the rare and sacred drink. The Squirrel Elder turned to Reggie, asking if the brave young king would again save their festival and venture into the shrine of the taproot.
I gotta save the
Collect
festival.
more bright sap.
Yeah, so much for the guest of honor. I gotta go do your errands now. So it's this Bright Fir Forest underground key, a key given by the Squirrel Elder that allows access to the underground in a Bright Fir Forest. Alright, I'll do your job for you. Can I go down here? I guess not. Yeah, let's cook some of that bud juice.
In the maze of bright fir roots, the
No, I already
spores
wearing a
were
gas
so thick
mask.
Reggie had to wear his gas mask. Was this infestation the reason the bright firs were dying?
Oh, definitely new enemy. Okay, that did not work. Another hidden treasure. Okay, an axe that isn't that good. Spear that isn't that good. Well, let's not go straight down just yet. Let's see how we get up there. See how we get there. Alright, that opened that up.
The shrine of the tapped root stood before him, but the root looked damaged. Before Reggie could wonder what had done this, he got his answer. A root worm, bloated and enraged by bright sap. Oh yeah, hit me hard. Sneaky bastard. There we go. Banished from these
That
parts
wasn't
for
too hard, I think.
Reggie had a feeling its presence meant something was rotten in the state of bright fur. To Reggie's dismay, the tap was broken. Reggie did not look forward to returning to the Squirrel Elder with no sacred sap and news of rootworms.
Worms, huh? There's nothing over there. feel like with having played this game, I would really like to have my own little Skaven model that looks a lot like however I end up having what I think is the best suit for Reggie.
Though shocked at the news, the Squirrel Elder had an idea. The tap was one of several made in the basement woodsmith workshop of Castle Dre. Perhaps Reggie could look there.
Yeah, I'm sitting on another errand again. I mean, come on, I'm your guest of honor. Why are you sending me to do all your stuff? And J-Ray says, "Lol, that'd be cute." I know, right? Oh, we finally got a better shield, but it's a lot heavier. Yeah, we'll equip it. It'll be fine. Some new armor. Do I want that? It's pretty good. I still like the way I look. I mean, that seems pretty simple. We'll store it. I feel like at this point we really gotta be thinking about what looks cool and not so much what's
Approaching
practical.
the ruins of Castle Dre, Reggie's whiskers twitched at the familiar stench on the breeze. He refused to believe it, after all he'd done to be rid of them.
Let me guess, frogs.
It could not be. The frog scourge had returned, a pestilence on the sacred forest that could not be allowed to spread.
Yeah, we're back to the frogs. Damn dirty slime trying to take over my kingdoms.
A slapping of webbed feet from the basement. More pond filth waited below, and would soon feel his blade.
Of course I need to keep going.
The frog squatter was none other than General Hack, no better than a common looting supplies. He'd be looking today was his last breath.
Really good at that little explosion there. Just blow them away. Forget this. I'm tired of playing with you. Alright, root tap. A spare root tap to replace the one broken by the rootworm. It is used to draw bright sap from the root.
Dead at his paws, Reggie found the replacement tap. The squirrels would have their sacred sap.
Replacement squirrel wagon wheel. A brand new wheel that fits many squirrel wagons. Hey, something else that's hidden. Uh-oh, that might be adorable. Let's equip it. Let's see how we look. What is that I'm wearing? I look so dopey. Yeah, no. I am not wearing this. Okay, back to the main squirrel village.
Reggie was surprised to find a mole in Bright Fir Forest. The mole was embarrassed. He'd got lost going from Station C-19 to Station 24-7. Reggie sympathized. Those tunnels were a tough route. Lost he may have been, but still enterprising. The mole had armor for sale, if the king had the coin. The mole had heard
Oh
of
yeah,
this
I'll
king
take
of
that.
rats
Sure.
who traveled the underground, but never believed it was true. Perhaps Reggie knew the tunnels well enough to give him directions.
Not as good as my sword. Not as good as my katana, or whatever my weapon is. Store. Yeah, a little stop sign. Or, yeah, it's a stop sign, I think. New helmet. Let's see how we look in that. Ooh, I kind of like that. I look very engineering. Oh, and it's mole armor resistance. May not quite useful right now in the scene that we're in, but it's cute.
Dwelling as he was on the return of frog spawn to the ratdom, where there's a general, an army must be close by.
Yeah, just the idea of using that up sign as a shield is pretty funny. So, of course I've...
Reggie handed over the tap, but wished he could spare the old squirrel the pain of hearing frogs were in Castle Dray. The squirrel elder could not allow the festival to continue, knowing pond scum squatted in their ancestral home. Reggie did not need to be asked. He knew what needed to be done. Reggie could not believe the frogs had returned after all he had done to be rid of them. Pond scum never learn.
Alright, we're getting the Castle Dray key. No, is that? I'm trying to read that, sorry. Yeah, it says Dray key, I think. A key given by the Squirrel Elder that allows access to the ruin of Castle Dray in Bright Fir Forest. Alright, time to go over there.
As Reggie made his way towards the ruins of Castle Dray, the stench of pond scum once again drifted in on the cool breeze. The familiar scent made him wonder why the frogs had suddenly reappeared in the Ratdom.
I mean, this area looks kind of swampy, so it makes sense they would want to come here.
He'd heard tales of the great Castle Dray from his father's whiskers, but it was hard to believe this mushroom-pocked ruin was ever that once proud place. The evil frog spawn had been looting. These frogs believed they could make the central tower a new base, but Reggie would show just how wrong they were.
They keep getting me with that one. Get out of my face!
The central tower. Whoever was collecting all these supplies would surely be at the top. The young king had thought his lust for revenge was sated, but he would not be satisfied until every frog in his kingdom had croaked their last.
For my father! Just... Alright, good, yeah, because I need some healing. Oh yeah, we definitely need some rounds. Let's find out what's down here.
A strange crunch beneath his paws. Reggie looked down to see seeds on the floor. Jars of golden bright fir seeds were all around, enough to plant 100 forests. Reggie wondered if the squirrel elder knew they were here.
I feel like I don't get enough time to realize that one. Every time. A nice pick there, but unfortunately doesn't do as much damage as my sword. It's a cool shield, but again, not as good as the shield I have. Interesting looking helmet there. We're just gonna store it. And that's cute, but eh. I feel like at this point, with all the missions and whatnot that I've done, I need to look like a ferocious king, not just cute. Jerry says like a warrior king, exactly.
Seems he wasn't the only one here for vengeance. Shield Maiden Yellowtongue was waiting, screaming the name of her fallen brother.
Wow, also bad start. Couldn't quite tell what's going on.
Seems he wasn't the only one here for vengeance. Shield Maiden Yellowtongue was waiting, screaming the name of her fallen brother, War Chief Greenwort.
Okay, we can do this, I think. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Seems he wasn't the only one here for vengeance. Shield Maiden Yellowtongue was waiting, screaming the name of her fallen brother, War Chief Greenwort.
Okay, we're gonna have to strategize a little bit more here.
Seems he wasn't the only one here for vengeance. Shield Maiden Yellowtongue was waiting, screaming the name of her fallen brother, War Chief Greenwort. Seems he wasn't the only one here for vengeance. Shield Maiden Yellowtongue was waiting.
I thought she was gonna
screaming
throw the
name of
thing
her
again.
fallen
She's always
brother,
throwing it first.
War Chief Greenwort. Seems he wasn't the only one here for vengeance. Shield Maiden Yellowtongue was waiting, screaming the name of her fallen brother, War Chief Greenwort.
You're cheating, fraud! Got her! Yes!
Castle Dre was returned to peace. There was a shrine in the room. Carved figures of Reggie and his enemies in Bright Fir Forest. The frogs had planned it all to lure him here.
Oh, that can't be good. Is that for moles? Yeah, I guess that's for moles. J. Ray says cinematic finish. Oh, yeah. And I think that's all we have time for today. So, I guess finishing this quest up might have to wait. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for coming today. I really appreciate you showing up and showing some love. And yeah, I just hope you had a great time. But yeah, if you like what I do and would like support, please consider subscribing to my Twitch channel or donate to my Ko-Fi at Rosario US Heart. Or if you missed an episode, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, which is also called Rosario US Heart. But yeah, let's see if we can rate anybody before we go. And yeah, bye-bye, J-Ray. Hope you had a good night. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and raid... Gonna go raid Lumi.
Do they have?
Yes.
Not really, no.
Well, I haven't.
Have you
Like,
read?
I've read a couple of them.
I haven't read the new ones, but I read the ones in Smite 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been Rosario US, and I'm
let's-
signing
let's
off from the
try
Grim
it.
Dark feature. Bye-bye, varlets.